Okay, I just got back from Tokyo, Houston. Like, I just got back from Houston. Took like a 5 hour nap. But my new acrylic pens with the dinosaurs in them have come in. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unbox those. Okay, so I can already tell that some of them have some size differences. So it's just gonna be a matter of fact of whether or not those size differences are like that big of a game changer. But I can already tell like the Stegosaurus and the Triceratops, they are significantly, well not significantly, but they are definitely smaller than the other ones. And I think it's just because they are more long ways horizontally than they are vertically. I haven't seen the Spinosaurus yet because the Spinosaurus was the one that I was really worried about. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and get them all out because they're all just kind of mixed in the bag here. So I'm gonna get them out and sort them, and then we'll see about what the sizes are. So I've taken them all out and I've sorted them as best as I can on my desk. I haven't counted them yet, so I think I got 15 of each because I think what my intention was I was going to have 10 of each design to sell and then use 5 of each design to put randomly into like little mystery bags for them. So I'll count them up later and see. I'm going to undo the packaging on a couple of them and look and see. I got them as holographic so you can kind of see it through the plastic there. For a couple of the designs like the Spinosaurus and the Stego and where is it at? The Triceratops. They are smaller in comparison to, well, they look smaller in comparison. Like they're all still 2.5 inches. It's just that the ones where the longest side is on the vertical side, which would be like with the Velociraptor, look bigger than say the Triceratops because the Triceratops horizontally is 2.5. So like they are all 2.5 inches. Like they are like the correct size. It's just because of where the longest size end up being, you get this big variation in size. So yeah, I think that in the future I'll have to like make these like 3 inches or something to make them look the same size as the other ones. And then I also got this cat print order, which was intended to be here for Tokyo X, but I was like a minute late in submitting it to be sure to get it Thursday before I left. So it came while I was in Houston. It's basically just restocks of prints, so I'll have them for Anime Village. So I got more of the 5x7s for the Flower Crown Bakugo and more 5x7s for Gojo. I think it's in here, there should be more of the 11x17 Bakugos where he's like in an action pose. Pretty sure that's what I also got a restock of. I was down to 2 from Fan Expo and then I sold the last 2 at Tokyo X. Yeah, there he is. Okay, so I haven't really done any recording of this because I just kind of wanted to get it done, but I have been going through and redesigning my business cards. So with this new set of business cards, I wanted to have my OC be on it instead of me just taking like art that, mostly what I've been doing is taking art that like I have as a print or something like that and then using that as the front cover and then just having like my socials and stuff on the back. I've been wanting for a while to like move away from doing that because like not necessarily like anyone gave the impression that they were just like, you know, getting the business card with the art on it so they don't have to get the print, but it's like also like you feel that way where it's like, well, why get the print when you can just get the business card? I wanted to switch it to having my OC on it. I just never got around to it. It would always come up that I would need business cards and then I wouldn't have art ready and then I would just it'd be easy just to throw some art that I already had on there, done. So I went through and I made some art specifically for a business card. So I have the little chibi version of him. His name is Cyrus, by the way, and he's like my little mascot for my booth. So this little chibi him that I have, and then I have like him like full grown, I guess, or like his actual him. I don't know how to refer to it. And then this is them colored. Okay, so there's a little chibi him, and then there's him. So I went ahead and I just made these, and then I went to Canva to put together the actual business cards. So this is what I ended up with for the front, and then this is what I ended up with the back. So I have my social, well, my Instagram, because that's what I mostly post on, and then my Patreon and my shop actually written out. And then I also have the option for people to scan a QR code, and then it goes to like all of my socials. And this part took me like forever because like graphic design is not my passion, like at all. And like I also had it suggested to me to have my business card be like my own branding, and that makes sense, I guess. You know, so like people recognize my branding. I don't know if this will help people recognize my branding, but it's there. So, I mean, I do have him on my booth and he is on my like table, what's it called? Table runner. You know, we'll see how it goes. And then I went ahead also to make a brand new, like backing cards to go for like earrings and stuff like that, because I'm actually almost out of those, so I was gonna go ahead and just make an order of those. And I made a square one, which is the same thing as this, but just a square version that I'm gonna use for my dinosaur pins. After like 50 million hours, finished this print that I'm going to have for Anime Village Denton. So I'm doing I'm part of a Haikyuu summer themed, like summer vibes themed stamp rally. And so we all picked a character and then we had to like draw them with like a summer theme. So I have Kuro, and this took me way longer than it should have, but I mean, hey, I even drew a background for it, so there's that. So I'm gonna do 5x7 prints of these, and I'm gonna actually just print them off at home instead of sending them off to Cat Print like I usually do. It should be fine because we only need like 20 of them. But I'm thinking that afterwards I'm going to actually print it as a print and sell it. So I'll probably hopefully have these at DreamCon. I'm hoping to have like at least for sure one other Haikyuu print because I already have it sketched out. But I'm hoping to have maybe another one or so to add to my DreamCon stuff for the end of July. But yeah, so there's him. So last night I got a notification saying that I had a package coming from UPS and I had no idea what it was going to be. Turns out it's my business cards and my postcards and all that, backing cards, all of that. I just put this order in. So today's Saturday. I put this order in like Thursday night at like 12. Like it was probably actually like Friday morning, like 1 a.m. or something like that. I don't know. And like on the thing it said they weren't going to be here till like in hand till like July 5th or something like that. And I could have paid more to like have them faster. Like I could have had them like Friday for my event that's this weekend, but I was like, nah, we'll just leave it to chance. If I don't have business cards, I don't have business cards. It's fine, whatever. We'll see what happens. I got them in a day and a half. That's insane. I feel like I didn't record like opening that box of cards. Like I feel like I said I was going to, and then I didn't record it. Turns out it was just the postcards that I'm going to pass out to people. So I'm not going to show the back. It has the actual discount code on it, and that would make no sense to just show it to everybody. But the idea is at my in-person events, if somebody spends $20 or more, they'll get one of these cards along with it, and then it has a QR code to go to my like shops and my socials and stuff, and then you get like a 20% off discount code. So the idea behind it is to hopefully encourage people to go to my online shop and shop there, so they'll have like a 20% off discount. And the thing that sucks is, so I tested out the QR code whenever I made it, and it worked. But now all of a sudden, whenever I scan the QR code, it goes to like, instead of going straight to my link tree, I guess because I copied it from my Instagram, it like links it to my Instagram, then to my link tree. But if you go directly from the QR code when you scan it on your phone, it like acts as if my account doesn't exist, and it sends you to an error page. But then if you copy, like if you scan it and then you copy the link and then go put it in your browser, it allows you to go through and like follow the link to my link tree. There's like an extra step added to it, which sucks. And I've already ordered these cards. I've already ordered the backing cards that have the QR code, and I already ordered my like business cards that have the QR code. And it's gonna be a while till I'm out of those business cards because I was able to get like 1,000 of them. I mean, people are still able to get to my stuff using the QR code. It's just that it takes an extra step, and it's whether or not people are willing to go the extra step. But I'm hoping that if they're intending to want to follow me, or if they're wanting to buy something, they're going to go through that extra steps. So that's what I have for right now. Okay, so this is like the day of like packages coming in, because I've gotten 3 right now, and then I have another one that's coming later. So this is sample paper from Cat Print, just so I can see if I want to change the kind of paper that I'm using right now. Right now I'm using heavy cardstock satin, I believe is what it's called, which is basically their matte paper. But I wanted to like look and see if I wanted to change it. I got samples before like a few years ago, but that was like before I was really making prints in the way I am now, so I wanted to give it another look, and I can't find those old samples, so that's what that is. And then this is my short order that I got from Sugar Bobas. They're haiku shirts, so I gotta look at those. And then this one, I'm not quite sure, because I got a random notification that something was coming to me from Japan. There's a website called like Itai Kuji. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but that I buy stuff from, and I'm pretty sure it's something Bakugo related. I just don't remember what it was, because I just put things on pre-order and then I get emails and it's like, hey, this is coming. So I'm like 99% sure it's something Bakugo related. The other 1% would be that it's Hawks related, because those are the only like 2 things that I order directly from Japan is those 2 characters. So we'll see. And then later today, my restock of charms is supposed to be coming in, so that's the other package that's coming in. Got a notification that my foam grips, my new foam grips, will be here Wednesday, so that's also awesome. Yeah, I was correct. So it's an Nendoroid. I completely forgot pre-ordering this Nendoroid, so there's that. And then the lookup figures. So both of them are Bakugo, because one's for work and one's for home. Don't judge. Like, now that I'm seeing it, I remember buying this, but yeah, I knew that it was probably the lookup figures that were coming. Completely forgot about this. And then look how cute he is. Just a baby. And then here are my cute little shirts from Sugar Boba. So it has like an embroidered front, and then the back has the team. So I've got Nekama, and then I also got Karasuno. I'm saved by the fact that she only has the 2 teams, because I would buy all of the teams. So I am safe. But they're so cute. Then last, I had my paper samples from Cat Print. So if you go to their website, you can order it, and it's like free. Like, you don't even have to pay for shipping or anything. So if you're interested in wanting to know what paper options they have, you can do that. And they just give you like these little cards. Okay, and I did all of this just to find out that I'm gonna stick pretty much with the paper I have. The only difference I might do, so I use the heavy cardstock satin, and the only difference I might do is I might switch to the light cardstock satin, just to make it a little lighter with carrying everything around. But I like the thickness of the heavy cardstock. It gets heavy when you have a whole bunch of prints stacked up together. But yeah, as for actual paper, I'm gonna stick with the satin, just because I feel like my art looks better on like matte paper as opposed to glossy. And they have like a lot of like linen type options and stuff, but it gives me the feel that it's gonna be like this kind of paper, which is like not my favorite, which is why I'm actually just gonna have these printed off at Cat Print, because I printed them off of my own printer and the colors just don't come off as vibrant. And I don't know if it's so much the paper as much as my printer, but my printer is usually pretty good when it's working. That is, it's usually pretty good with the colors and stuff. So like the colors are accurate, it's just not as vibrant as like compared to like the prints that I get from Cat Print. And I know that it's just gonna be like a freebie given away in a stamp rally, but I'm also curious to see how it'll look actually printed out if I want to sell it, so I just went ahead and ordered them from Cat Print. But what I am interested in, so I've done holographic before, so I already know what their holo looks like, and I like their holo, but I am interested in the foils. I don't know how you do a foil print, like I don't know the process of like doing that. I know you have to have like a different layer or something like that that shows them what part you want foiled or whatever, but like that's the limit to my knowledge. The gold foil and this like iridescent, like I want to figure out a print that I can do with the iridescent, because I feel like that would be cool. But yeah, so that was that adventure. And they even give you like, I don't do stickers through Cat Print, but they give you samples of like their vinyl sticker paper and their satin sticker paper. So if that's something you're interested in, they also provide that too. I am safe because they never have Pochaco, and I just want Pochaco. It's the only one I want. I found Pochaco stuff, and I caved. I caved so hard. Also, choices were made. We put the cups back and got bags. Alright, this is the order of charms that I was talking about earlier. So they just came in. There's nothing new in here design-wise. It's all just restocks. But the good thing is I'll have the restock of the Rainbow Charm of Choso for Denton. So like I said, these are all restocks. So we got restock of the Freddy Bear, or Freddy Fazbear charms. I had restocks of the Gojo Cat face. So I actually thought I was like out of them, so that's why I obviously restocked them. And then later on when I was going back to get other charms, I ended up finding the rest of them. So we're gonna have a lot of these, which is good. That just means I don't have to reorder them between now and DreamCon. And then these are all of the Choso rainbow charms. So he is the first JJK charm to have sold out. Gojo's probably like on his way out of being sold out, but Choso sold out like pretty quickly. So that's probably the fastest I've gone through like 20 of a design. And then we have Inosuke Pighead. These Dynamy charms, so I had restocked them last order, but I made them 2.5 inches, which is usually like the normal size I make for my charms, but it actually makes him like way small. So I have to make him 3 inches. And so I'm going to take all the other ones that are too small and just put them in mystery bags and replace them with that, because those are the size that he should actually be. And then I got a restock of my Mimikyu charms. So for the Pokemon charms, the only ones I'm going to really keep stock of is probably going to be just like the Halloween ones. And then I'll draw like new Pokemon ones, but as for the current ones, it'll just be like the Halloween ones that I restock. So like when summer and winter sell out, they're going to be gone. And then I got 5 of these as a test. So I currently have them just as a regular like clear acrylic charm, but I decided to test them out with the double epoxy, and I actually like it a whole lot more. Like the idea was like with the double epoxy, maybe it would look like they're like in a bubble of water or something like that. And I mean, it's not like exactly that look, but I mean, I like it better than the current charm. So I think whenever I go back or go to restocking these, that they'll be double epoxy from now on. Okay, so right now I'm going through and I'm adding the acrylic pens to these backing cards. So I got the backing cards, like I said in a previous video, or previous like recording, I don't know, whatever, it's the same blog, but I had all these QR codes put on because I was like, oh, it'll be cool because they can just, when I just pack these, I don't necessarily have to give a business card like at in-person events, because then they can just scan this and then just have all my socials and stuff. And it's the same QR code that I was saying had the issue of it goes to like my Instagram, but then like it goes somewhere, like it's trying to go to my Instagram, but then it can't, so then it gives you like an error link. But if you copy it and then put it in the browser, then it goes to the right thing. So I don't know. But yeah, found that out after I had already had 250 of these printed. I remade my earring backing cards, and so it's just like, I'm gonna be having this messed up QR code for a while, but it's whatever. It's fine. But yeah, this is how they end up looking once they are packed. Some of them are like really big and they cover my name, like the Velociraptor's pretty big, but I mean, it's on a backing card. And the backing cards actually fit in the original like baggies they come in, so I'm just repacking them back into those bags there. But yeah, I don't have my tripod with me here. It's not in the house, so I can't like record myself packing these. I'm just gonna pack a couple to be ready for Anime Village anyway, this weekend. So I'll probably get like video of me recording, pinning the rest of them anyway. And then I also finished doing my display board for my grips. So they came in the mail, and so I have been putting those into the storage container to take with us to Anime Village, and then I went ahead and made the display board. So Toge is not actually going to stay here. He's going to get moved over to the board that has the JJK ones, and then Mob is going to get put over here. I didn't want to separate Mob and Psyche, but then I also didn't want to put Psyche on the fourth board because he sells way more than Mob does anyway. So, I mean, they're not from the same anime, so I was just keeping them together because they were both psychics. But yeah, so Mob he's just a placeholder. So Mob will get moved here, and then Toge will go over to the first board. And I'll just have to like move Yuji and Megami over a little bit, and then we'll be good. And with that, that brings an end to the studio vlog. I'm actually surprised that I had enough footage to do its own video, because for a second there I was thinking that I was going to have to add it in addition to the Anime Village Denton footage, but I actually was able to scrape together enough for it to have its own video, so that's good. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and end it with a speed paint of the new Haikyuu charms that I'm working on, or at least one of the new Haikyuu charms I'm working on. So I wanted to add some more Haikyuu themed things to my shop. Like, I don't know why it's taken me so long because I love Haikyuu, and I think it's just because the time that I started working on my shop and stuff officially, I had stopped, or I had already finished the manga, and so my phase in drawing Haikyuu stuff had like ended at that time. So like everything that I have of Haikyuu is like really old. Like it's still like my like old, super old art style. But yeah, when I get done with these, there's going to be 8, and I'm actually going to also have them made as standees. So that'll be something to look forward to. Their hopefully first appearance will be at DreamCon, because that's what I'm intending to have them for. And then of course for San Japan in September. But yeah, that's all I pretty much have for this studio vlog. Sorry it was all discombobulated with how it jump cuts. I'm not exactly sure how I want to format these, so you guys can let me know how you prefer to see this kind of content. Do you want me to actually like dedicate and tell you what days are happening in what order, or are you okay with just, you know, it being random updates throughout my process? Or if there are specific things that you would like to see, like do you care that I went to the Rangers game? Do you not care? Like, do you care about daily stuff, or do you want it just to be art stuff? You let me know. I just tried to add some stuff that I like to see in other people's studio vlogs and try and kind of go with that format. But with that, I will go ahead and end the studio vlog, and I will see you guys in the next one.